Okay, in St. Kitts, welcome to the golf course today. One of the biggest questions that come up on relinquishing U.S. citizenship is, will you qualify for Social Security? This comes up a lot. Social Security and relinquishment with the current laws right now, I don't see that changing, is as long as you pay in 40 quarters for Social Security, whether you are a green card holder or whether you're a U.S. citizen that relinquished your U.S. citizenship or you relinquished your green card, it doesn't make any difference. If you've paid in 40 quarters to Social Security, you still qualify to get benefits. Now, will that change in the future with this, lack of money for Social Security purposes in the future? I can't tell you for that. I mean, are they going to come back and say, hey, people that are green card holders, people that relinquish the U.S. citizenship cannot qualify even if you paid in 40 quarters? I don't see that changing, though, and I'll tell you why. Because if they're going to do it, if they're going to stop people that relinquish their U.S. citizenship that have paid in legally, that qualify for benefits, they would have to do it for green card holders too. And I think you'd have massive amounts of lawsuits. I can't see that changing, okay? Now, I can see Social Security as a whole diminishing down to nothing. I mean, that's, if you get Social Security notices, they'll tell you that on the forms that they're giving out of money. And I think it's about 15 years, and they're supposed to be 15 or 20 years, and they'll be out. So if you're in your 40s right now, unless they come up with some sort of really different technique, you're probably not going to get much Social Security anyway. I don't know how they're going to solve that problem. But also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do three things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos like this automatically as they come out. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number three is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Okay, the other thing too is when you do relinquish and you start getting Social Security payments, or you are a green card holder and you give up that green card, you're gonna have at least 30% withheld in taxes. So they take that out automatically. I mean, it's just when you get that check, it's going to be subtracted right out. And I'll tell you some other peace of mind to let you know, because I went back and forth on this myself. I think of course, you can sit down and look at the figures yourself. If I was you, I would be applying for Social Security as soon as you hit 62 years old. The benefits will be a lot lower than if you start collecting later, but this is the key right here that nobody ever thinks about. Several things. First of all, Social Security could give out of money. You don't even hear about that much. The other thing, if you started early, at least you're going to get something out of it. The other thing too is that a lot of people don't think about. It's not just given out early, but if you take the number of people that are born, from their first year all the way up to 65 years old, almost 20% of those are dead by the time they would have hit 65 if they're not 65, because they've already died. So that means 1 out of 5 people roughly are gonna, if they wait to collect Social Security at 65 years old and they're in that 1 out of 5 that die, then basically that goes down a rat hole, all that money. Now, if you're married, your wife can get Social Security, but the point I'm not trying to make is what happens if you're single, and there are other variables too in that where your benefit will be less. It's not like your husband and wife are both getting Social Security at the same amounts. So my whole thing is I would be getting it sooner rather than later. And one thing you never hear about is this right here. So if you take the money that you're getting at 62 years old and invest it, you take it and you invest it. Take that money and put it in a good equity stock, or we got a lot of Bitcoin traders out here. Put it in Bitcoin or whatever you think is going to go up. And if it goes way up, what can that do from 62 years old to 69 if you're going to wait until you're 69? And it depends on the age that you are right now. to where you would get full benefits. But if you take that money, invest the difference early, and instead of waiting, man, that money it'd be you wouldn't see Social Security benefits ever building up to what you gain from investing that money earlier. In other words, them paying you more money later on because you waited to get your benefits. If you invested that money wisely in good equities, it will far exceed what the extra benefit the Social Security is going to pay you later on. And that's if you collect. If you die, then you don't get anything from it. Okay, these are some things you ought to think about, because a lot of people don't think about this on Social Security. Also, folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. If you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days. And we deal with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And folks, we got almost 600 YouTube videos that are free. You'll get good techniques, ways that you can get your taxes to zero, places to go for this. And you need to be educating yourself on this and not wasting your money a lot in taxes, basically going down a rat hole. If we can help you, just let me know. I'd be glad to do so, and I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.